One of the great things about being out here in Asia, in Hong Kong, is that I think there's a real sense of looking forward. So, for example, on the 27th of March, we restarted nickel trading in Asian hours. And that's so important for our market because so many of the price signals, so many of the big users are out here in mainland China and in Asia more broadly. And since, so in April, after we restarted that nickel trading, we've seen those outright volumes go up 10% month on month, over 62% year on year. So I think that there's a real sense of optimism here in terms of how we can rebuild that trust, rebuild that market. We understand there's a lot of work to do. We understand that we need to show that we're worthy of that trust, but actually there's no better place to be making that case than here in Asia.
And how far along in the process are you of ironing out all the various issues that led to the chaos last year? You know, for example, have you improved your compliance, risk analysis, risk management, just processes in general?
Yeah. So I'm a real believer that it's important when you've had an incident of this nature to really try to learn from that and make your market better. So just to take one example, as soon as we restarted nickel trading back in March of last year, we implemented daily price limits so that the price of nickel, and indeed we've done that now for all of our metals, can't move by more than a certain amount each day. Now, before the nickel events of last year, that wasn't something that the LME or its market or its traders probably would have wanted or welcomed. But after those events, I think most people see that as a very sensible approach for our market. Similarly, we now get OTC disclosure of over-the-counter positions from our members, which allows us to look out more for risk positions that might be building up. And indeed, we've then had Oliver Wyman come in, the consultancy, and do a huge piece of end-to-end work looking at all of these ways that we can enhance processes, enhance market structure. And I really believe that by putting in place what we've done and what we've committed to do over the next couple of years, we will build a better market, not just for nickel, but for all of our industrial metals.